Waking up with Peter Boyles. The fellows are off for the New Year week. All's well on a Monday morning, December 29th, 2025. Good old 710 KNUS. It's like the old days being back in the saddle. 710 KNUS Weather Center weather. Today, 43 will be the high. It's cold outside right now. Tomorrow, 48, and then 58 on Wednesday, and then 61 degrees, looks like, on New Year's morning. 710 KNUS, we have a good show, but as always, nothing happens until first somebody turns to Blake Olson. Ladies and gentlemen, he is indeed a friend. We sat together for the Christmas party, and I met his wife for the first time. What a wonderful woman. I don't know what kind of lies you must have told her.
A lot of lies.
Man, you get the hat on.
Make that hat. I put this on for you, Peter.
Damn, man. Wish I'd have known.
And plus, it's like 16 degrees out there.
It's cold out. Yeah.
Yeah. Mean, it is cold. We love seeing you and meeting you. My wife meeting you at the Christmas party.
Wonderful.
It was awesome.
It was a great night, man.
Yeah, we had a great time talking to you, and it was cool, man.
Well,
and she was like, man, I think Peter knows more than anyone in that room, probably, right? And I said, yeah, I would say that may be accurate.
Oldest in the room.
No. She understands wisdom.
I think she's terrific. Here's I've been working on this all weekend, okay? So I got a bunch of different stuff, and you're a great sounding board. Bridget Bardot died. Now, so it led me into a bunch of different notes I was making on a worksheet. She was 91, having said that, but she was a sex symbol. And there was a film that came out, and I had to go check what year, 1954. A film entitled "And God Created Woman." It was huge. I mean, there were ads in the Pittsburgh papers, and it wasn't like I was off to see the movies or anything, but she was a sex symbol. And then Marilyn Monroe came along, a sex symbol. Who, because you're younger, who was your sex symbol when you were a young guy growing up? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. It was Farrah Fawcett.
Woo!
By far.
Great.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely. Everybody, you know what? 1 out of 10 sixth and seventh graders probably had Farrah Fawcett on their wall, a poster of her.
Did you ever see the documentary? She really had a difficult life.
Did she?
Well, most of these, what I think is interesting, is Marilyn Monroe had a really incredibly difficult life, and Bridget Bardot had a difficult, married 5 times.
Wow.
So what is a sex symbol? Is that like what a 14-year-old kid puts up on the wall, like you pointed out, or no? Seriously, I mean, I
think it's someone. When you're young, who is obviously just absolutely gorgeous, but is likable. Has a personality that is likable, that you're like, you know what? She kind of has some qualities of my mom, qualities of a sister, maybe, and a sense of humor. And that's what, Farrah Fawcett had that,
But Farrah Fawcett had a television show.
True.
Monroe had films, and Bridget Bardot made French movies.
True.
So, I thought I'd do that this morning. There's a bunch of different stuff I
good.
wanted to do in open lines. Who was it? Who do you think? And, of course, women will respond. But the male sex symbol, and one of the ones that first comes to mind is Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
Rock Hudson was gay. Nobody knew
true.
it. They covered it up. But there was, James Dean and Steve McQueen came to mind.
Elvis.
Big time. Elvis. That's great. Cary Grant.
Yeah, Cary Grant.
All those guys. They were
Clark Gable. I think you mentioned him.
Yeah, no, I didn't, but you're right. So that was the same thing, and it was like a person who. And then you looked at, or later when you got to read their private lives.
Yeah.
Is wow. Now here's one that I wrote down from my worksheet.
Right.
Does Denver have a sex symbol? Seriously.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I
Knicks.
think Elway was
man.
was one for early in his career.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think.
By the way, did you see that HBO special on Elway?
I have not watched it
It's
yet.
very good.
Is it good?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't wait.
I think it's
cannot wait.
Is Knicks now the
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix?
Yeah. If you're playing quarterback in in Denver
and you're winning?
and you're winning,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have a huge advantage. Absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking that's a good question for
yeah.
Denver, though. You bring up a really good question.
All right, so then, but again, does Denver simply not have one, which is entirely possible? And
If Scott Hastings were here, I would say Scott.
Scott Hastings is starting. You know what and he's one of my dearest friends, by the way.
Yeah,
He's starting
same
to
here.
look. He's starting to look like Colonel Sanders. Have you seen him?
He would take that as a compliment.
No, he does.
Absolutely.
He started
I love it.
He's starting to look like Colonel Sanders. I saw him at the. I have a picture of me, Dave Logan, and Scott at the KOA's 100th birthday party.
That's awesome.
But I said, now you know why these guys play pro ball.
Right. That's great.
I mean, it's like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm standing there, but he's got that Colonel Sanders thing going.
That's great.
Oh, he's one of the greats. He was he went to haunted houses with us.
That's what I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
The night before.
No one has a better sense of humor than him, man.
He's the best.
There's no doubt. I mean, he just does not. I love it because he takes the profession seriously, but he doesn't take the profession seriously, and that's what's great.
Well,
I mean, he's attention to detail, but then he understands whatever. It's just sports or it's just broadcasting, whatever.
When I found out, or he found out that I did the old days of the night before Halloween. Mm-hmm. We spent it. I would seek out haunted, quote unquote, haunted places, haunted houses, haunted places, and then I'd go and try and con these people into letting us come in and do a show. And so Scotty found out that we did it, and he said, I want to start going with you. So I figured, hey, that ghost is coming in the room. He's a lot bigger than me. He can he can take the ghost.
Oh, that's great.
So here's this one. Really, one more on Saturday, and I found this, and it packed the lines. The country, and it's called the de-churching of America, and these are really interesting studies. And the conclusion is, I mean, there's all these different numbers. But it's called the de-churching of America. 57% of Americans today seldom or never attend religious services. 15,000 churches are expected to shut their doors this coming year. Before the pandemic and then after those things, and within different political parties, it really breaks down. But by and large, Americans have quit going to church. Now, I don't know if that means that they've dropped religion. They just don't go to church. And so we ask people why. And I think it was just a really good show on Saturday. And I thought, well, maybe I'll bring that over a little bit into the Monday show, too. But anyhow,
that's great.
So all of that, I will wear my hat tomorrow. We have to have those hats.
Please, and I'll wear mine too.
Why? When the first time I saw you in that hat, I thought you lost a bet.
It's so comfortable, man. And
it's cold.
Until Kelly Michaels tells me stop doing it, I'm going to keep on wearing it.
No, you look like one of those old Russian movies, that guy. You got half a beard, and you got and now and also you put the headsets outside the hat. That's good. That's a
Look
good
like
thing.
I'm on not McHale's Navy, but Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes. Did you have a good holiday?
We had a
Good.
great holiday. Absolutely. Christmas night was awesome. Christmas Eve was great. We went to church, even though you said
See?
there was a decline. So
but
everybody went to church and we had fun, man.
But
We played karaoke with my nephews and niece and my brother and sister-in-law and all our kids, and man, we had a blast. Ate well. How about you?
Well, as a former altar boy,
Yes.
we used to call them Christmas and Easter. And no, listen, any former, but they would have to set up folding chairs down the aisles on both sides and in the back of the church.
Yep.
And one of the jobs as an altar boy was to count your side of the church, because there was going to be only X amount of communion wafers are going to be blessed.
That's right.
And so the kid who worked on the other side, and he counted his side and I counted my side. And then during the homily, we would tell the priest, how many communion wafers.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to Christmas and Easter, and Easter morning particularly, but Christmas midnight mass.
Yes. It's packed, wasn't it?
Oh, standing room only,
Pittsburgh.
but one or two guys were drinking. And remember,
only one or two.
one or two, and you could go to whiff of that, but that was big time stuff. That was yeah, we did that. So
midnight mass was was so cool when you were a kid.
Oh man,
I thought that was the greatest.
It was like so there we are. So anyhow, so maybe that explains why I think people come and in the case of my father's family, his brothers would be there, and the old man was big on going to church.
Yeah.
And they load everybody up, and I think they just embarrassed everybody. They kind of get in 2 carloads, Guys had a little bit too much to drink.
Great.
Go to church, and it was like, oh no, it was.
So did the Catholic Church? You had midnight mass. Did you have church on Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Also, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's like the Lutheran Church.
Yeah, sure.
We grew up in.
They're 24/7.
Yep.
They're rolling. So anyhow.
Yeah, I love it.
So in open lines, 303-696-1971. Blake's going to do the cast, but who was your sex symbol, male, female, when and why? And I mean, the guys would talk. Don't kid yourself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you would talk to guys, and so with Bridget Bardot was big time. And for people, I mean, she kind of dropped off the scene, but in that time period, in the middle 50s, and when Marilyn Monroe, there was Jane Mansfield.
Yeah, Jane Mansfield. I've heard a lot about her. Yeah.
And
probably from you.
Yeah. No, Jane Mansfield. There was tons of Diana Dors. I was writing these names down. They were like, oof, got your attention. And didn't know why. Like the early part of it was, wait a minute. Look at that.
Yeah. Remember Sophia Loren?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was one.
Here's one. This will be one only into the minds of really Gina Lola Brigida.
Oh.
She was strong.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like
Raquel Welch.
Oh, bingo, huh?
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. But then, and then guys on the other side, I mean, they knew in Hollywood that guy would sell tickets if he made a movie. Mm-hmm. How many Rock Hudson and Doris Day movies do you think there were?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And she covered down for him.
Wow.
And so did Elizabeth Taylor, covered down for Rock.
Wow.
They were on to him. Giant. That movie Giant is the book's Edna Ferber's book is Giant, but there must have been some strange adventures going on. I mean, some twisted agents were in that movie. But,
boy, absolutely.
Oh yeah, think about it. All
no
right.
doubt.
I'm getting
Okay.
yelled at. I'm getting yelled at.
I'll give you some news here.
All
I don't
right.
know, Jim. Do you have the? I don't know if Jim's in there.
Jimmy's
this
got the
morning.
call.
Oh, here we go. Hey,
Blake Olson.
Blake Olson, news and comment.
All righty. It is Monday morning. I could talk about that stuff with Pete all day. 16 and clear in Denver, expecting a high of 42 today. News sponsored by Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning. Give them a call at 303-777-1234 to learn more about special savings opportunities on Lennox equipment. Our top story is Jeff posted over the weekend. Continue looking into the city of Denver. $150 million in untracked spending by the city's homeless shelters. They're exposed again. An audit found the Department of Housing couldn't provide a financial breakdown of nearly $150 million in taxpayer funds between 2022 and 2024. Which doesn't surprise many. Over the weekend, Nick Shirley on social media, he continues to expose the Somali fraud going on in Minneapolis. I mean, it is almost endless, it seems like, in the Twin Cities right now with the corruption. One person is dead following a weekend crash in Aurora. First responders were called to the intersection of South Gun Club Road and East Jewel on Sunday. Investigators say 4 vehicles were involved in the crash. One person pronounced dead at the scene, while 3 others were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. It's a working vacation for President Trump as he continues to host world leaders at his Mar-a-Lago resort.
The topic for both big meetings is peace. On Sunday, President Trump hosted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Both leaders sounded optimistic after their weekend talks, but acknowledged there are some sticking points to resolve the Russian invasion. Today, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visits Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump is expected to press the Israeli leader to get to phase 2 of the ceasefire plan in Gaza. I'm Rory O'Neill.
And J.D. Vance says ICE continues to work for the American people during the holidays.
We do not ask permission from far-left Democrats before we deport illegal immigrants. We do the American people's business. And again, for the American people who are watching, this is such a weird, mistaken placement of priorities. We need to make our country stronger. We need to create jobs. We need to make our streets safer. What is it about congressional Democrats that get more angry at deporting violent gang members than they do at the victims of those violent gang members? I don't even understand where they're coming from. They've gone off the deep end, and they got to come back to reality.
FAA and NTSB crews are in southern New Jersey today investigating a mid-air collision, between 2 helicopters shortly after they took off from Hamilton Municipal Airport. One pilot is dead and another is in critical condition. The crash occurred just before noon on Sunday, shortly after the helicopters took off from the airport in Atlantic County. Only the pilots were on board each helicopter. Okay, Quinn Decker, UNC Bears in Boulder versus CU.
Here's Hargress. Backs his way in, pushes, hook shot with the right hand, and he answers on the other end. Decker against Caceres, got more size on him this time. Caceres knocked it away momentarily. Decker again with the dribble, nearly lost it, under the basket, head fake, goes up, hook shot with the right hand, and the Bears have got the lead.
Thank you, Mark Johnson. Quinn Decker for unbelievable 33 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 86-81. UNC over CU for the first time since 1936 in college hoops. Huge win for Coach Smiley in Northern Colorado. 15 in Westminster, 14 in Parker, 16 in Denver. You are waking up with Jeff and Bill and Pete the Legend in for the fellas. Blake Olson News Talk 710 KNUS.
Your 710 KNUS forecast this early Monday. Clear skies, temperatures right around 15 as you start the day. For the rest of your Monday, mostly sunny this afternoon, highs around 40. Mostly clear tonight, lows in the lower 20s. And for Tuesday, sunshine, highs near 50. Weather brought to you by L&L Heating and Air Conditioning. For quick, trustworthy, and dependable service, call L&L Heating and Air Conditioning at 720-851-1691. Visit them online at bestdenverhvac.com. That's bestdenverhvac.com. You'll be comfortable with L&L. I'm day weather meteorologist Patrice Sutter in the 710 KNUS Weather Center.
Lines are jammed, and good morning, everybody. It's a Monday, the 29th morning of December, coming up on time, 710 KNUS. I'm Peter Boyles in for the fellas, and we do a lot of New Year's stuff, but indeed, it's open lines, and so it's catch can. This is Gary. You're on the radio show, man. Good morning. Thanks.
Good morning, Pete.
Hey,
Happy
brother.
New Year.
You too.
Hey, Pete. The beautiful women part.
Yeah.
I'm nervous right now, but hey, when I was growing up, I grew up right after Kennedy was assassinated.
Jackie.
I was born right after that, and I got to go to church. I was the oldest grandkid, so my grandmother took me to church, and we were Catholic, and I got to go to church with her, and I went to catechism, and that was like in 1973. I was about 10 years old.
Okay.
I got to go to catechism, and as of today, I just think that family unit is not as strong as it used to be.
Well, if you're talking about this study that about people who it's called the de-churching, and it is, it's accurate, but it talks within parties, within political parties, within the Republican Party, and I'll just read this to you. The largest group inside the Republican Party is white and Christian. 68% of the party. The Democrats were really quite different, but the religious unaffiliated voters, and that's one of the things that the campaign strategists are out looking for, how to bring them in. And what it seems to me is the old religious map that you're talking about is disappearing.
And the message isn't the same. It isn't the same. I learned how just to be nice to one another and love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Now I went now because all the funerals and such. It's just about the Pope and the bishops, and I'm listening. I'm like, hey, this ain't right. And then he says, if you're not a Christian, don't receive the body of Christ. I'm like, oh, something's wrong here. I don't know.
That's one of the planks in the platform, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't like that 50 years ago.
Well, you may be absolutely right. I mean, but it's the great unchurching of America comes as a reality, and there's a transformation in this country today. Nearly 3 in 10 American adults today are unaffiliated, but the drop in percentages in attendance. And those are two separate variables, but no matter what, it's happening.
And Pete, when we were young, we go to the supermarket. Us kids would march like soldiers. Now these kids are out of control.
Well,
it's crazy. And as far as the women, I didn't really know what a sex symbol was till I got older. But ours was like the guy said Farrah Fawcett and Raquel Welch.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I didn't realize it till I got older. It was with my grandfather watching television on the weekends. It was Petticoat Junction and Hee Haw. And as I got older, now I know why Grandpa used to watch them programs.
Yeah. Well, sex symbols, and I started thinking about this when I read about Bardot's death. And she was, when I was a kid, the first time anybody kind of turned on the lights, it was Bardot. But then Marilyn Monroe, and I mean, there are all these, but for women, and we'll hear from women, but there's going to be a ton of guys too. And the bizarre thing is, now that we know this, a lot of them were gay. A lot of the men were gay that they thought were sex symbols. You're a good first caller, man.
My grandma's sex symbol was Dean Martin.
Love Dean Martin.
I remember my grandpa would tease her because she liked Dean Martin.
He was the Brat Pack guy. They were really cool guys. You take care. Happy New Year, brother. Thank you. We got according to James, we got a pause. We have one line open, 303-696-1971. I'm Peter Boyles. Who? I'm Peter Boyles. It's going to be 43 for a high today. A line's open, 710 KNUS. Morning, Morning. Good morning, everybody. 710 KNUS Denver's Talk Station on the 29th of December. I'm Peter Boyles doing the job for the fellas this morning. It's going to be a good one. 43. It's cold outside right now. 43 is the high and 48 tomorrow, and then 58 degrees on Wednesday with a line open. A couple different topics, but one is we were talking about sex symbols with Blake and the death of Bridget Bardot, but also the triggers and go down the line. We're talking about folks not going to church. We have a lot of other topics. Let's go here. Hey, Jack in Wyoming. Jackie, Happy New Year. Good morning.
Morning, Lamont. Hey, on the sex symbol in the 50s, the first one that jumped to my mind was Terry Moore. You probably remember her also.
Yeah, wasn't she
yes,
connected to Howard Hughes? Yeah.
She married him.
Yeah.
If you can call that connected. And the second topic about the religion. When since you and I are the same age, I know you'll identify. But on Friday, it was a sin to eat meat. Do you remember that? You had to eat fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did that go?
I'll tell you what. We always. I don't say always, but we had Mrs. Paul's. Mm-hmm. Mrs. Paul's fish sticks. Fish sticks.
See, you and I are the exact same age.
You could knock a guy out with a fish stick. And my mom would put them on this like a flat sheet. And put them in and they had like tartar sauce and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Mrs. Paul's frozen fried fish sticks.
Sure.
Boy,
you could knock me out with Terry Moore, by the way.
I semi remember her, but when Bardot, when I read that,
that was much later. Bardot,
1954. I remember the ads in the paper. And God created woman.
Woman, yeah.
And there's this picture. She was a kid. She was like 21, 22 years old when they made that film. And I read her bio this weekend. She came from a wealthy family. And she got in trouble in the end of her life for saying stuff to people because the French have that, if you speak of certain things, you're going to get nailed. And get fined, and it goes on in Canada, it goes on in Britain, but she said stuff.
I know Britain had it.
Yeah, well, the French have it too. She said she made some remarks that got her jammed up, but Marilyn Monroe, I think, was also. I mean, for me, that when you saw Marilyn Monroe show up, but I think I was a little older than when Bardot. So what do I know? But. I mean, and go ahead. I'm sorry.
But the first one that struck me was Terry Moore. I mean, I don't know if I had a poster. I mean, the kids always had posters of Farrah Fawcett. Wow. My kids all did, like that. But she just struck me. I guess it's called she opened my eyes at that age.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Turn the lights on. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, turn the lights on. Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't know why. Or didn't know what was going on, but it was going on.
Yeah, sure.
And that's all right, man.
That's the progression of life, Peter.
Happy New Year, Bubba. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, we go to Marcus, 303-696-1971. Who was your sex symbol? And we're talking about the de-churching also. On Saturday, it was such an immense response to that statistical variance, and people sent email over the weekend. So we continue. Marcus, you're on the radio show. Good morning. Thanks.
Yeah. Didn't they teach you in the bar never talk about sex and religion?
I know.
I know you know.
No.
You don't drink no more. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, but what I was going to say is everybody thought Marilyn Monroe. I like Farrah Fawcett, but Lonnie Anderson was really hot until she married Burt Reynolds. So,
but Lonnie Anderson came on later. I mean, indeed, a sex symbol, but she was, and the late Jeff Hildebrand, who we lost this year, and Jeffrey worked for Burt, and I'm a huge Burt Reynolds fan. I love Burt.
Yeah.
And in those books, and they said that everybody hated her. I mean, she was really pretty fill in the blank woman, and when he was getting married, and his best man was with him. And he said something about, "Oh, I can't back out. My mom likes her," and the guy said, "Bert, your mother hates her," and she drained him, man, Marcus. She drained him. She got into his wallet, and she took the boy south. So, I'm like, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, watched the TV. She worked at a radio station.
WKRP. Yeah,
RP, yeah.
Best, the absolute best illustrations on television of what this business is about. And I met almost everybody. I never met her, but I met almost every player on that series, and whoever wrote WKRP had to spend time in this business to write the way they sold it, because it was spot on. I mean, that was a great show. I
like Johnny Fever.
I tell you, Johnny Fever's Mike McEwen. If you remember Uncle Mike,
yeah.
Johnny Fever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real. And also Uncle Nasty.
Yeah.
Uncle Nasty's Johnny Fever too. But no, they were real guys. I mean, I knew the news guy.
Yeah. Les Nessman.
I knew the owner. You know, the guy that what was? Come on, help me. It was. Come on. And I actually met him.
The old timer, his mother on the station.
That's right.
It's in my head too.
And that's why I knew him here, because we worked for a guy's mother who had the money. No, that's a true story, man. That's like,
I believe you.
Oh yeah, me and Berg, we worked for the guy who's worked for his mother, and his mother hated Berg. It's like, oh man, what was the big guy? They used to call him the big guy. What was? Come on, Peter.
It had come up.
But when they threw the turkeys out of the helicopter, that
was great.
The best.
Or the ducks dancing on the hot plate.
Oh yeah.
For Christmas sales. Well, remember that?
Yeah, but you know who did that was Colonel Sanders and not Colonel Sanders, Elvis's guy, Tom Parker. I didn't know that. They had a heated, the chickens had danced, and they had a hot plate. No, come on, read those books. Always talked about it. But
I believe you.
Yeah, they dance on it. Arthur Carlson, thank you. Gordon Jump just sent to me a text. Gordon Jump played Arthur Carlson. Hey, here's one that says Bo Derek. Woo! I forgot about Bo Derek. Bo Derek was there, and also it's like Bo Derek.
Everybody was in love with her.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. But
on the religion side,
yes.
I notice. I believe what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see anybody out there preaching on the streets anymore or downtown like they used to. And the Jehovah's Witnesses don't come around no more. So it's kind of strange.
When's the last time you saw the Krishnas?
I haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah. What about the Moonies selling flowers?
No, at the airports and they're gone.
I was like, remember, I'm in the Moonies. You could jack with them.
Yeah.
They try and sell you books and stuff, or give you a book for a contribution.
Give you a book, flowers, those contributions. But what do you think, Peter? Everything's gone. Those preachers on the streets and the witnesses, and I believe what you're saying. Something's going on here.
And then why does it matter? Because the great unchurching of America, its identity, its reality, it's increasingly shaped. I mean, really, it's big time. Thanks, Bubba.
Yeah.
All right. 303. Thank you. 303-696-1971. United States is undergoing, I guess, the fastest religious shift in modern history. It's the rapid increase in people not going to church. Do you not go to church? If so, why? Tell us. 303-696-1971. Morning again, everyone. It's a Monday, 29 December 2025, coming up on the end of the year. I'm Peter Boyles in for the fellas. It's going to be one of those, 43 the high today. Sun will come out. It's cold outside, much the same tomorrow. And on Wednesday, 58 will be the high. Our phone number, first-time lines are open, 303-696-1971. We got a couple different, by the way, I got to read a bunch of stuff that's coming in as well on the wall. But sex symbols, who was yours? And I've gotten text from some women here. I'll read them, but women haven't called the show. It's been all guys, which, of course, men are pigs, so that makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? So let me just start at the top here. Well, this one is churches. Well, I come back to that one, but it says, I'm a girl, but I think Sissy Spacek was gorgeous till the end. That's interesting. I used to watch the television show Taxi. It was my first serious crush on Mary Lou Henner. I remember her. More than Peter, Marianne or Ginger. That's the island. Oh, cool. See, I didn't watch any of that stuff. Gordon Jump, playing Arthur Carlson. Bo Derek. Wow. Now this one up here came in on the topic of churches. Come on, make it jump across. There it goes. Churches have activist agendas instead of seeking God. The political church, which may be, you're right, it may be the reason. This study, and I did this on Saturday morning on the Saturday show, and it jammed the lines, and I got a lot of people sending me messages after the radio show was over, and I think it's a good one. The Great Unchurching of America. And it seems to and again, this may be the right or wrong radio station to do it on, but in the aftermath of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, saying all these Gen Xers are going to church, these studies don't really support that. In fact, they go the other way. The country is undergoing its fastest religious shift in modern history. I mean, these are studies at Notre Dame University, Ohio State. The Great Unchurching of America, it's called. And identity and reality are increasingly shaped by people not attending church. And what seems to me, and by the way, lines are open, do you not go to church? If so, why? I'd like to hear that. Unchurching, which is an interesting term created by these people that are studying this, but the old religious map that we're talking about, the ideology, the methodology, but the old religious map is disappearing. This is the bottom line. The new one, digital, secular, which is again significant, decentralized and deeply fragmented, is only beginning to take shape. The reports, anecdotal talk show voices about Gen Z men returning to church, there seems to be little evidence that that's actually happening. I think, again, it's the talk show mythology. And the overall decline, there's a widespread and the academic and mainstream evidence of large-scale national religious awakening may not be the truth. You look at this stuff, and we talked about it, but the United States of America is undergoing its fastest religious shift in modern history. Do you no longer go to church? Why did you quit? And again, this number of unprecedented 15,000 churches expected to shut their doors this year, far more than the few thousand expected to open. And these are denominational reports and church consultants. And, I still haven't fathomed all the damage done by COVID or the COVID epidemic. But this is real. This is all real stuff. And you think it's causation, or do you think it's just coincidence? Believing in the myth and everything that goes along with that. But the pews are empty. All right, back to the text messaging. Sex symbols. Did someone mention Dolly Parton? No, but we met Dolly Parton. Bob and I, when I was doing the morning show with Bob Lee on KLEK, and to tell you how long ago that was, Dolly Parton had split from, she used to sing with a guy, and Porter Wagner was his name, and she had cut from him and started on her own career, and she came out and she was playing, and she played in the round in Denver, and because they were, trying to get her attention, and Bob and I were doing a really, really red-hot country morning show on KLEK, and she came out and did the show with us. First of all, she's really is a really little woman, but I'll tell you what, she was like the third big-name person I was ever around, and she was the best. I mean, she really, really was, and she was a home run. I thought, and all the time, and she just, was just one of us, and she was cool. How much time we got? Do we have time for a call? Or we do? All right, we'll go here. Joe in Arvada, you're on the radio show. It's a Monday. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Peter.
Sir.
Well, I think maybe the church that is being described isn't real news. They need to go to a real church. My church is growing.
Look, I'm saying to you, this is a universality. They're talking about churches, temples, shuls, synagogues, whatever you're talking about. And
okay.
And the tens of thousands, go ahead.
Okay. When you said the word transformation, I knew I had to call. That's our word for this year. Last year it was unity. This year, our word for the year is transformation. And the church is the believers in the Lord Jesus Christ. That is what the church is. So what is unchurching?
Well, it means people aren't going.
Well, they're going to my church. And let me correct one thing that the caller said. He said there's no street preaching. One of my best friends is a street preacher in downtown Denver.
But again, let me talk to you about statistical variance. There is you want to listen, you want to laugh, you want to learn. I'll give you a choice.
Well, there's lies, damn lies, and statistics.
No. Let me tell you how it works. People like you who just said that, there's a line in trying to understand statistics, and it goes like this: all Indians walk in single file because the ones I saw did. Now, so if you see this, it doesn't mean everywhere, but it's what you see, and it doesn't reflect on everything. Do you get the point?
The only statistic that really matters, can I say what I believe?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. The only statistics that really matters is whether the Lord Jesus Christ knows that you are a believer.
Okay.
Are you?
The point of this is
you?
It's a study, for God's sake. And
I'm asking you, are you a believer?
No, I'm not.
I know.
Okay, good for you.
That's sad. We're still praying for you.
Thank you very much. Anything else?
You're welcome.
All right. 303, the point of this is it's a statistical study that seems to support the decline in people going to church. Let me see. Look here. We taking no time. All right. We come out of the box with that caller, 303-696-1971. It has zero to do with me. I'm asking you if you continue to go to church, why you've quit church, because the study says the de-churching of America. Also, sex symbols on the line. 710 KNUS Denver's talk station. Good-looking day, cold day. 43 will be the high. We caught the snow, and that looks like that's about it. I will be here for the fellas, and it is, lines are lighting up. 303-696-1971. We ready to go? Not yet? Yes. Stall? Stretch? All right, let me read this. Church is where I go to pick up the best black jokes. church is where I go to pick up the best black jokes. All right. So thankful you're on the air today. Maybe. Anyhow, stretch this puppy out.
Hey, Peter.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you were talking about the sex symbols. All of the sex symbols that you were mentioning and everybody else was mentioning is my different generation. But I'm thinking Cindy Crawford, Bo Derek, Pam Anderson.
Cindy Crawford. I was in a chairlift behind her in Winter Park, trying to catch up. All right, let's try this again. 710 KNUS Denver Stock Station on a Monday. Woo! Hang on, here we go.